Former Silicon Valley actor TJ Miller has been charged with calling in a fake bomb threat. I heard about this. A little over 3 weeks ago, TJ Miller allegedly called 911 to report a woman on his Amtrak train from Washington, D.C. to New York had a bomb in her bag. Amtrak investigators stopped the train in Westport, Connecticut, where passengers were told to evacuate so that a bomb squad could search the cars. There were no detective explosives, and law enforcement claims the actor knew this to be true. Miller was charged with intentionally calling in a fake bomb threat, according to a news release. The federal complaint states Miller told a 911 dispatcher of a female passenger who kept checking her black carry-on and asking the attendant for the name of the next stop. The dispatcher, who sent slurry, asked Miller if he had consumed any alcohol, to which the actor allegedly admitted he had had a glass of red wine. They didn't find a bomb. Per the release, the woman was not carrying any explosives and was seated out of Miller's direct line of sight. The complaint alleges that the 911 call was motivated by a grudge. So this is being investigated. I heard about this just because I'm a comedian, so a bunch of people are tweeting about it and talking about it. TJ Miller, I used to run this morning show in Nashville. TJ Miller was a guest at one point. So I don't know TJ very well, but I've met him once. We hung out a little bit. And yeah, if it was totally a joke and just a gag, it is kind of hard not to chuckle a little bit. But I mean, that's also, you know, I mean, people have to get somewhere. It kind of inconveniences people's lives. I certainly understand that. I think in some ways, TJ Miller, one thing I'll say about him is Dwayne says his stand-up is hard. His stand-up is different, and I can see how it might be like an acquired taste. As far as my personal take on TJ, and not his stand-up, I don't feel like talking about someone else's stand-up. But I think that he's kind of a deep thinker, and I think that everything that he's been going through is fascinating to him. And I know that's kind of a weird whatever. We were on 103.7 and 107.1. TJ Miller is the Gallagher of our day. I don't know about that. I think in some ways he's almost like an Andy Kaufman a little bit. In the sense that, you know, he is, you know, he's an actor in the sense that he plays a quirky character, in the sense that his, I know nothing about TJ Miller's politics. I couldn't tell you. When he did my show, we talked about philosophy. And based on that conversation, I would not peg him as a conservative guy. But as far as his personal politics, Zulas, I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting story. And some of the stuff he's been doing, he's kind of been acting, and it's almost like he's been trying to do like public pranks. Like it's almost like he's doing pranks. I think the guy is very fascinated by humanity in general, and I think he's fascinated at the fact that he's now a celebrity. And I think he's just kind of running with it in that way. And, you know, it's kind of interesting to watch unfold. But, yeah, that story, I mean, if it was like a total gag where somebody was annoying him, so he did that, you know, there's a little bit of humor in there. It's also like kind of inconvenienced some people. I don't really have much else to say about it. Yeah, and in my experience with TJ Miller, he's a pretty philosophical guy. He's a well-spoken dude. He's an interesting guy. As far as what his personal politics are, I couldn't tell you. I have no clue. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.